Fine. So the class name is string example, main method is string, and click on finish. So this will create one class name as string example. Now, as I mentioned, string is nothing but a class. When you mouse over on it, okay, java.lang is the package. Java.lang is the package, string is the class. Okay. The string class represents character strings. Okay. Now let's understand this one. So how do we create a variable of string? So we say like this string, okay, s1, okay, equals, I'll say testing. Okay. Okay. Let me create a diagram for this and explain you. So consider this as a memory space, okay, and then we have another portion like this way. We have this way. Just a minute, guys. So this is nothing but a heap memory, okay. The memory space is called as heap. Fine. Now this s1 is nothing but called as string literal, okay. So there are two things in case of string, okay. There is one object, okay, of a string class, and there is a string literal. So this way, if you write the statement this way, this sentence, this word is stored in s1, okay. So over here, if I mark it like this, I'll say testing, okay, and there will be s1, okay, small s1. So this will be associated or referencing to this portion, okay. Now this portion is nothing but of string literal, so it's part of your, okay, it's part of your heap memory itself only, okay. Now we can, if we create this way, string s2 equals new string, and I'll say testing, say for example small. Now this is nothing but an object, okay. This one is a string literal, but this one is a string object. So over here Java, what Java will do, okay, it will create testing, okay, and there is s2 which is actually stored over here, okay, and it is referencing to this portion testing, okay. Okay, now let's say I'll create three string literals. So I'll say string s2, sorry s okay, let me make it this as 5, okay, and I'll make it s2 equals I'll say test, okay, and then string s3 equals double quotes testing. Now in this particular case, okay, what happens, these three of them are string literals, they are not object, okay, they are not referenced as object, they are string literal. So s2 is storing test, or you can say test is associated with s2, so test will be stored over here, okay, and then you will be having s2, okay, s2, and the reference of s2 will be pointing to test, okay. Now you have s3 also, which is storing testing. So now we'll have s3, okay, s3, which is now pointing to this portion. So it's not going to create another memory space because it's storing the same exact word and characters. So that's why S3 is pointing to testing. The moment you say, okay, testing space, okay, this reference will be, okay, moved and placed over here. Okay, so testing with space will come over here. So control Z, testing space, okay, and now the reference will be coming over here because it is different from testing, and this is testing space. That's all. Okay, and, this is referenced over here. So I'll remove space over here. Clear how string literal stores? Okay, so if I say, okay, uh, boolean boolean uh, comparison equals s1, okay, s1 equals s2, okay, what should be the answer I should get over here? False, right? Because both are in different memory space or references. Okay, so I should get false. Okay, but if I say s1 equals s3, okay, now if I execute it, I should get. But the same case if we try over here, okay, let's say I'll say string s6, okay, equals new string and double quotes testing, okay, this one, check, and I'll say comparison equals s5 equals s6. Now what should be the answer I should get over here? What should be the comparing result? Let's see. Okay, so you should get false. Why false? Because S5 is associated with testing. This is a different memory space, and S6 testing is different memory space. So for object there will be another, okay, testing, okay, and this will be S6, okay, S6. This will be S5, okay. This is S5. I'll associate this S6 over here, and I'll cut this. Okay, so this is how. Oh, this is how it's going to store, and this is the difference between object and string literal. Okay, this is a basic difference. Now let's understand the different methods of, okay, string class. Methods of string class can be accessed with this s1, s2, s3 also, and can be accessed with s5 or s6 also. Okay, sure. So I'll say s1 dot. When you say dot, okay, you should be able to access the methods. So this is the method name, caret. It's taking one parameter, integer index. This is the return data type, and this is the class which this method belongs to. Okay, so I'll say caret, and I'll pass 3. Okay, so what this method does, it returns the character value at the specified index, and the index ranges from 0 to length minus 1. Okay, whatever be the length of that string or characters, minus 1. So 0 to minus 1. So we are taking s1, and the position index is 3. So this is 0, this is 0, 1, 2, and 3. So this character will be written as part of this method. Okay, this method is going to return the character at that particular index position. So what should be the data type I should keep over here? What would be the data type of C? Character, right? It should be character because it is giving you char value. Okay, so char. Now let's print, okay, and let's see what it stores. See that one. Similarly, if you want to find the length of string, okay, so s1 dot length, okay, this is going to give you length of the string. So what is the data type? Integer. So it returns the length of this string. Okay, so let's see, integer len is this, again sys out to understand what value it stores. So 7. Okay, so s1, see 3, 3, 6 and 7. 7 characters are there in that particular string. So these are predefined methods available in the string class, which you might use it while you are doing WebDriver programming. Okay. Now, if I want to compare two values, like if I want to compare S1 with S3, okay, this is not the way actually you compare the values. This is actually memory reference you are comparing. Okay, if you want to compare the values, you have to say S1 dot equals ignore case. Okay, equals ignore case, and then I'll say S3. Okay, S3, and over here I'll say okay. So equals ignore case, what it does, so it will ignore the case. Say for example, if I write this way, testing, and this is in small, okay, so then it is comparing these two strings, ignoring the case, uppercase and lowercase, and then it is going to give you the result in boolean. So already we have this variable, let's use it. This out, compare, and then execute it. So we are getting true as the answer. If I say s2, okay, so s2 is storing test, so testing and test are both different, so false. So this is used to check actual value with the expected value. Compare, generally we will be comparing validation messages actual and expected. Okay, then if you want to make this uppercase to lowercase, so you can just say s3 dot to lowercase. Okay, this way. This method is again going to give you string. Okay, string with lowercase letters. So whatever be the uppercase letters over here, they will be converted to lowercase, and then you are going to get the string. Okay, new string. So I'll say s3 only. I'm storing the converted string into s3, and I'll print s3 over here. What I'll do, I'll print this, sorry, control Z, control C. I'll do print over here as well before converting. Okay, so before converting, then we are converting into lowercase and then printing. See this way. Okay. Similarly, you have two uppercase. Okay, that way also. Okay. Now let's see one more example. If you have spaces over here, okay, just say for example, if you have spaces over here, and if you want to trim the space, you don't want the spaces, okay, you just want the text. Okay, in that case you will say s2 dot trim. Okay, so when you mouse over, when you do mouse over on it, you're going to get the what is it, what actions it's going to perform. So it returns a string whose value is this string, means that string only, but with any leading and trailing white spaces removed. So whatever be the white spaces before and after the text will be removed, not in between. Okay, not in between the text. So I'll say s2 equals this way, and I'll print s2 over here, and I'll copy and print it over here as well. So let's run this. So this one is with prevailing and trailing white spaces. This is without spaces. Now one more example of one method, that is say for example we have string date equals today's say for example, let's say any date, uh, okay, this is the date, okay, and it is stored in string format, but I want to separate out date, month and year from this particular string. Okay, I want to separate it out. This could be hyphen sign, that is minus sign, or this could be slash. So I'll say dt dot split, okay, split, and then regular expression would be this slash. Okay, so what this actually method does, it splits the string around matches of the given regular expression. So whatever be the regular expression, the string will be separated out. Okay, so this is one string, this is another, and this is another. So there are three different strings available. What is the return data type of this math string? Then only one data type should be there, right? String, but then string array. If you see these square brackets, okay, this square bracket denotes array. So it is returning you a string array. Okay, and we have understood array stores the values in index. Okay, so this is one string. This value will be 10 will be stored in index 0. This will be stored in index 1, and this will be stored in index 2, that way. Okay, so I'll say string array uh, new date, let's say for example this one. So I'll say sys out new date, okay, of 0, copy this, 1 and 2. Okay, so this is going to print the date, this is going to print the month, and this is going to print the year. Okay, the entire new date will be storing the entire string, okay, in different sections: 0 index, 1 index, 2 index. Okay, that way. So 10, 12 and 25. So many times you have to split dates, okay, or some particular value, okay, string with a particular occurrence of a regular expression. It could be slash, hyphen, double quotes, anything. So you can use this method to split that particular portion. Okay, so these are some of the methods you should be aware of. There are many methods available of string class. What you can do is you can just go to Google, okay, and search for Java API. Okay, this is the I'll make it as 8. Okay, so this is Java platform API documentation. Okay, and we have seen that string class belongs to which package. This is the package portion. So string class belongs to which package? I'll go back. Java.lang language. Okay, so java.lang. So I will search for java.lang. This is java.lang package. Click on that. There are some interfaces and there are some classes. See, whatever primitive data type are available, similar to that, you have non-primitive data type also available. So this is Boolean is a class, byte is a class, character is a class, that way. So we'll go with string. Okay. So string is a class. Okay. And it is a final class. Okay. See, public final class. We'll see about final also later on. These are the fields. Okay. Constructor. Okay. This is one constructor, another. So these are different constructors. So constructor overloading, and these are the methods. Okay. So these are the methods which are implemented, method summary. So if you click on a particular method, say for example char at, it will be redirected to the below section of the page. So you'll get the definition, returns the character value at the specified. So whatever you see over here, right, when you mouse over on any method, you get to see this kind of portion. Okay. So this is actually coming from your Java API document from here only. Exact match. Okay, so this is coming from there. Okay. So these are the different methods available. You can go through. So these are the different methods. Okay, you can go to and refer to this particular site and understand. Okay. Uh, these are the common methods or maximum used methods which I have shown to you. Okay. So this is how you can access the existing or you can say predefined methods of string class with the help of string literal or string object.